ahead. For only the fourth time in their history, incidentally. And Juventus are yet to beat Atletico Madrid. They have to tonight to keep their Champions League flame flickering. And Atletico aiming to keep the dream alive of playing the Champions League final in their own backyard. 30,000 flags given out to those attending tonight. The light show has taken place. Now those Juventus supporters hope there is a memorable show to witness on the pitch. As if Atletico needed reminding of 2014 when they lost to Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Tonight's referee officiated that day. Bjorn Kuipers, the experienced official from the Netherlands. You can feel the tension in the air. A truly real European night. The stakes there for all to see. One of these European giants will be no longer. It all favours Atletico. The odds stacked against Juventus, but will they be inspired by even the addition? Atletico certainly will have witnessed what happened to their city rivals against Ajax, which is why Diego Simeone was stressing here yesterday. They have to be very, very careful. And with that man around, the competition's all-time record goalscorer, Juve certainly feel that anything is possible on what they hope is a memorable Champions League night in Turin. What a sight in the Juventus stadium. This field, and Bernardeschi gets the vote alongside Ronaldo and Mandzukic. Dybala is only a substitute. Alex Sandro is suspended. Atletico Madrid love nothing more than a lead to defend. Will this be a picture book moment for that Juventus team? Meeting Bjorn Kuipers, the referee. Champions League final for the old lady is the partner tonight for Antoine Griezmann. Well, all the camera shots are of the competition's all-time scorer and 5-times winner. He's proved over the years, when the big games come along, he produces. He's hoping he doesn't tonight. Can he inspire Juventus to a Champions League comeback? 12 appearances in the final of this competition between them, these two clubs have. Only one can continue the journey this season into Friday's quarter-final draw. It will be Juventus to get us underway, trailing by those 2-0 from the first leg in Madrid. Fasten your seatbelts and let the drama unfold.
This could be an incredible game. The atmosphere absolutely sensational in the build-up. Sometimes you feel very fortunate when you're part of a commentary team, and there's absolutely superstars on show everywhere tonight. Expect Juve to come out with a real strong, aggressive game plan early on.
Here's Matuidi trying to get it back straight away towards Mandzukic. Jimenez with the defending. Juve, as everyone expected, trying to start on the front foot. A little bit of skill there from Bernardeschi. In a sense, there might not be moments in the opening exchanges for those players to take a breath. Juan Fran at left back.
Yeah, there's one team you want sitting on a 1 or a 2-0 lead. That's Atletico Madrid. They are the masters of defending. But they're going to have to be brave tonight. Juve, I would imagine, very early on, opening 15-20 minutes, will have all of the ball. Atletico Madrid will not panic.
Long from Godin. Morata with the header. Godin's there again, and ahead of Mandzukic. Big night for Santiago Allianz, the Colombian who's come in, who, not all of the time, but a fair amount of it will be in direct competition there with Cristiano Ronaldo.
He normally tries to find Ronaldo, the weak link, and straight away he's gone out to Juve's left-hand side to try and get 1v1 with Arias.
Here he is, up against Koke, and now Arias. Cleared by Rodrigo. Juve, in each of the last 5 European ties, they've trailed by a 2-goal deficit from the first leg, have gone out of the competition. They know the size of the task ahead, but they're hoping this incredible atmosphere and home advantage can push them on. Spinazzola on his Champions League debut, the left back. It's a terrific run from him. Matuidi! Blocked by Godin.
Well, that was half a chance, because as soon as Matuidi pulled the trigger on his left foot, Ronaldo was inside the 18-yard box. If he pulls the shot, Ronaldo was in for a tap-in.
Caught behind by Arias. They know the importance of a solid start here, Atletico.
Yeah, and you see Cristiano Ronaldo just gesturing to those fans behind the goal for the support. You see Ronaldo's in the box. Mandzukic is in there. It's not a bad effort from Blaise Matuidi.
Ronaldo poised, along with the likes of Chiellini and Bonucci. Little touch there from Bernardeschi. Ronaldo goes in. Chiellini. But it won't count. Bjorn Kuipers has blown his whistle. Juve and Chiellini are furious.
We'll try and pick the bones out of that, because everything seemed to happen so quick in a busy 18-yard box. The referee has got a big decision to make. You see the ball flighted very hard and low. Chiellini with a tap in. Difficult to see in real time where the problem was. Maybe a foul on the goalkeeper from Ronaldo on Oblak. That's what the referee will be looking at. I think that's a fair challenge from Ronaldo. I think he gets a piece of the ball.
That is what VAR are checking at the moment. Bjorn Kuipers is waiting for word in his ear. What a big decision this is.
This is huge.
In the context of the tie and the night. So what do you think, goal?
I think goal. I think Ronaldo had a genuine attempt to play the ball. Yes, there's contact with Oblak. I think he gets a little bit of the ball. I don't think you can chalk that one off. I don't think that's a clear and obvious error.
The tension inside the Juventus stadium, unbearable for some. What a huge call this is early on.
You see the flight of the ball, and it lands to Ronaldo inside the 6-yard box. It was a good corner in, nice and flat, flick on at the near post.
Has he got 2 hands on the ball, Don?
I don't think he has. I really don't.
The stadium waits. The check is over.
I don't think he's give it.
He hasn't given it.
Big call.
1 minute 40 seconds later.
Big call. Well, it is a blow for Juve, obviously, but it won't deter them, because the start they've made has been very good.
Emre Can. From Bernardeschi.
Overloading Juve, that left-hand side. Spinazzola's high up the pitch, Ronaldo just a little bit deeper.
Matuidi. Yes, again, and Juve keen to get on with matters. Well, they've started with real intent. He won't be sitting down too often this evening.
It's been impressive how high Spinazzola and Cancelo have been in the opening 6 minutes of the game. So loads of defensive work for Atletico Madrid's midfield. And it's vitally important when they do get possession that Antoine Griezmann and Alvaro Morata keep hold of the ball.
That's a foul by the on-loan Chelsea striker. Quickly taken by Pjanic. Juventus trying to set the tone very early here.
Yeah, they've done it well as well. It's exactly the start most fans inside the stadium and watching around the world would have wanted from their side.
And they are such a huge club around the world. He knows the importance of this competition. 18 points clear in Serie A. They're heading to another domestic title. And he knows the potential consequences of a Champions League exit at this stage tonight. He's asked his team to rise to the challenge, Max Allegri. That time, Morata gets the free kick.
Well, Emre Can's absolutely furious. It looked like Alvaro Morata bought that foul. There wasn't too much contact.
Atletico Madrid with Diego Godin, who got that second goal in the first leg with the free kick. And the foul on Bernardeschi. And Lamar.
Or imagine the game plan from Simeone would be to keep an eye on that clock and play for minutes, really. First 15 minutes of the game, try and keep a clean sheet, try and dampen the crowd, dampen the atmosphere, try and get to half an hour with a clean sheet, not conceding.
This is Cancelo, big night for the former Valencia fullback. That didn't reach him. Juan away. There's butterflies and nerves even for the most experienced players tonight.
Yeah, it's a case of
the magnitude of this tie.
It's a case of Cancelo can try and play high up the pitch and take Thomas Lemar back the way. The Frenchman Lemar, when he gets on the ball, super player.
Ronaldo into Matuidi. Covering defender was Jimenez.
You just sense in the atmosphere that something special is going to happen tonight. It's got the makings of a fantastic game.
Bernardeschi. Pjanic. Cancelo's cross. And Oblak's comfortable take.
Easy for Oblak, that one. Credit Juve, though. 4 black and white shirts in the box. It's just the cross from Cancelo wasn't good enough. Max Allegri will be happy with the start.
Rodrigo. Shifted by Koke. Arias. In from the Colombian.
Now we talk about Griezmann and Morata. Big night for Rodrigo and Koke in the middle of the park up against Juve's 3.
There's Chiellini, in case you're just switching on. Had a goal ruled out by VAR inside the first 4 minutes. For a deemed foul on the goalkeeper. Cut up by Bonucci, then by Can.
Very, very impressive tempo that Juve have set.
Ronaldo into Pjanic. He sprays it to Cancelo, just took his eye off the ball.
Not like him. He's had a very good season, Cancelo, till he got injured. A real bright opening start to the season, was playing with so much confidence. Just took his eye off the ball there from the crossfield pass by Miralem Pjanic.
The locals already upset of how long Juanfran was taking to take that throw. Spinazzola on his Champions League debut and only his 6th ever Juventus appearance.
Yeah, and he was part of the move that led to the Juve corner. Just drove in really well from the left-hand side, got in the box.
Chiellini switching play. Lovely first touch from Cancelo. He thought that was a Juve corner.
Looked like it to me. Good crossfield ball. That was a better touch from Cancelo. It looked like it came off Juanfran as he was about to put the ball in. No, good call from the linesman.
He has never lost to an Italian team whilst Atletico Madrid manager. Griezmann into Morata. Time for Lamar to assess the situation. Time for Atletico to finally get hold of the ball. Rodrigo's shot blocked. Here's Griezmann now, though. Lamar. Juventus bodies in the way. Bernardeschi.
You can feel the apprehension inside the stadium when Atletico Madrid go forward. It's the last thing Juve need. Is the away side getting an early goal.
Remember, if Atletico Madrid were to score, Juve would need 4. And we'd be verging on remarkable Champions League stories by then. Cancelo. Atletico Madrid with 5 consecutive clean sheets. Defending again.
One player worth keeping an eye on every time Juve put balls in the box is Mario Mandzukic. Always pulls towards that far post, very rarely goes near.
Spinazzola did really well again there, just couldn't quite get round Saul.
I've seen Mandzukic many a time when crosses are coming in the box, and tonight he'll be trying to pull on Arias and Juanfran. He probably won't go near Jimenez and Godin.
Matuidi. Spinazzola in towards Ronaldo, away by Jimenez.
Spinazzola started well, put some very good balls in the box. He's getting a lot of the ball as well.
Here he is again, the 25-year-old. Those 2 years on loan at Atalanta, then got a bad knee injury at the start of the season. Didn't make his debut until January against Bologna. Biggest night of his life.
Absolutely. It's normally Alexandro in that left-back berth, who's one of the best left-backs in world football when he's going forward. Big boots to fill.
Chan. Ronaldo now popping up on the right-hand side to his fellow countryman Cancelo. Ronaldo's on the move into the penalty area now. In from Pjanic. Excellent defending. Koke that time.
Atletico digging in, I should expect.
Bonucci. Jimenez with a header. Griezmann back there helping out. There's no free kick. Griezmann's involved again. Now it's broken to Bernardeschi. Look at the amount of Atletico bodies back on the edge or inside their own penalty area.
No, he's done quite well there, Bernardeschi, just to keep hold of the ball.
He hasn't done well there.
No, too straight that pass. Was never really on. Should have went wide left to Spinazzola. Surprising call from Max Allegri tonight, going with Bernardeschi and not Dybala.
Huge kick from Oblak, tidied up by Chan. Atletico have won 4 of their last 16 ties. On aggregate, here's Spinazzola again.
Oh, he's been sensational, Spinazzola, in the first 16 minutes of the game. He must have travelled 30-40 yards with the ball at his feet. Very good defending from Arias, just comes off Spinazzola's left boot. He was unlucky though.
Well, I mentioned that Bjorn Kuipers, as a Champions League final referee, needs a strong man in the middle tonight.
And he's made a huge call with the VAR decision, hasn't he? In my opinion, Juve were unlucky. Switcher plays on if they can work it out to Cancelo. He's got loads of room. Bottom of your screen.
Ronaldo takes the throw quickly. Chiellini. Driven towards Cancelo by Pjanic. And then retrieves that brilliantly. And the foul on Chan by Morata.
It shouldn't actually be a case where Juve's fullbacks are their free men. Atletico Madrid playing at midfield 4. Saul and Lamar in a wider area have to do a little bit more defensively just to cover their fullbacks.
Matuidi.
That's a foul.
They looked it from Arias. The Dutch referee hasn't given it.
No, it looked like a foul from Blaise Matuidi all day long.
Atletico camped inside their own half. Bernardeschi beaten in the air by Lamar.
Juve have got to just keep shifting that ball into wider areas. That's where they're strong.
Cancelo. Bernardeschi's effort blocked by Juanfran.
Very ambitious, Bernardeschi taking the shot on from at least 35 yards on the angle, knowing one of the world's best goalkeepers are back there for Atletico Madrid and Jan Oblak. Keep working it left.
No foul again. The referee's consistent at least. Saul trying to make his way forward. Heavy touch there from Chiellini. Suffice to say, there's not a lot of time on the ball out there at the moment.
If they can, just sharpen their passing up slightly, Juve. It feels as though they're going to get in wider areas.
Bernardeschi square to Pjanic. Ronaldo running into traffic.
Good
Look
tackle.
who's made the tackle.
Great
Antoine
tackle.
Griezmann.
Brilliant tackle, Griezmann.
Chan trying to win it back. He hasn't committed a foul either.
That was a foul. The referee's letting everything go.
It's making for a terrific spectacle. Bernardeschi found by Pjanic up against Juanfran. And getting the cross in away by Godin.
Great header. Great position from Diego Godin there.
Saul's clearance. Arias. In an advanced position, there was only really Morata in front of him. First 20 minutes have flown by.
Absolutely. Atletico Madrid now doing the right thing, just trying to keep hold of the ball. They've got past that first 15-20 minutes. They've had to dig in at times, but defending really well.
That huge call from VAR. And the referee inside 4 minutes when Chiellini had the ball in the back of the net. loss for Atletico. Have only lost one of their last 10 away games in Europe. Here's the Colombian once more, into Koke. Thought about the effort, Szczesny happy to leave that.
Griezmann's got his hands in the air on the left-hand side. I thought that was the pass Koke was going to attempt. Worth taking on. High tariff effort though.
Spinazzola. It's a very good start to this game. Ronaldo. Too close to Oblak.
It's just that final ball. It's all that's missing for Juve at the moment. They're getting in some very, very good areas. And they're getting enough bodies in the box.
Spinazzola. Hooked away by Jimenez. Juanfran. Godin might well be playing in Italy next season with Inter. Juve just overrunning that with Bernardeschi. Reminder, we have two titanic European battles for you tomorrow as well, as it comes to a close, the last 16. Liverpool 0-0, of course, in Germany against Bayern, BT Sport 2 and 4K UHD from 7. And it's 0-0 as well between Barcelona and Lyon in the Nou Camp, 7:30 on 3 HD. 2-0 on aggregate here, 0-0 on the night. Still very much advantage Atletico.
Yeah, 23 minutes gone now. It feels as though Atletico Madrid have just found their rhythm now. Settled into the game well.
They've weathered that early storm. Koke. Had time to steady himself. Griezmann. Oh, Szczesny had to deal with that at the last minute. The flag was up anyway.
Must have been difficult for Szczesny to try and deal with. It was the Morata that just went across his eye line. Pretty sure Antoine Griezmann is trying to score from there. And not a bad save in the end from the pole. Took no chances. And done the right thing, palmed it away.
Ronaldo. In from Spinazzola. Bernardeschi coming in at the back post. Cancelo. Can Juve just find their way through the mass of Atletico bodies? Chiellini further forward. Good closing down from Koke.
Yeah, that was better from Koke, helping his full-back Arias. I still think though Juve have got to take one or two more chances in wider areas. They're getting in some good positions. A little bit reluctant to put the ball in the box.
Spinazzola. Rodrigo covering. He got the final touch. Juve corner.
Very good defending that from Rodrigo, central midfield player just on the cover. So I think he recognises that Spinazzola started the game really well and has got the beating of Arias.
From the previous corner came the goal that was disallowed. What will happen this time? It's in towards Chiellini. Godin and Rodrigo going for the same ball. Oh, then it came out to Spinazzola, who miskicked it. There's appeals from Juve for handball in there as well.
The referee's letting all sorts go because there was a foul on the edge of the box from Chiellini on Godin. The referee just waved play on.
Still appealing. Touch from Ronaldo, didn't reach Mandzukic, cleared by Jimenez. Morata trying to get it under control. He can only head it into the... In from Bernardeschi. Ronaldo! Doing what Ronaldo does! In their hour of need, he steps forward again. The Champions League record goal scorer.
It was coming. And I talked about Mandzukic pulling away to that far post area. This time it's Ronaldo, who's always going to beat Godin in the air. It's a brilliant ball in from Bernardeschi. They have to keep doing that, Juve, in my opinion. Test the two fullbacks, test the centre-halves, and that is a wonderful header from Ronaldo at the far post. They've deserved their lead. They've been by far the better side, the Italians. And now, on 26 minutes, we have a game on. That's where they're asking for handball. Comes off Rodrigo, but it's accidental in my opinion. Referee done the right thing by waving play on.
Well, a lot's been made about Ronaldo for Juve in the Champions League. He'd only scored one goal in the Champions League all season before tonight. We mentioned that the biggest stage brings the best out of him, and when Juve needed it, he has provided it. They had to score first, and they have done.
Steve, this place is absolutely rocking.
Here he is again. Swept in by Chiellini. Bernardeschi can't keep it in.
They've got to keep their foot down, Juve. The tempo of the set have been very, very impressive. And now they've got their goal just inside half an hour. And that's where Juventus were asking for a handball. Referee done the right thing. I think that's a foul on the edge of the box from Chiellini. The referee lets that one go. Here's the foul, just missed it out of shot. I don't think that's a penalty, I think it's accidental. It does strike the hand, but no way is that a penalty. It doesn't matter. Juve have got their goal.
Here's Lamar. I didn't think it was possible for the decibel level to increase from what we heard prior to kick-off, but it has.
Just always had the makings this game of being a real great watch. Two absolute juggernauts going head-to-head.
That is goal number 122 in the Champions League in the career of Cristiano Ronaldo.
He just does it every single time on the big occasions. You look at the 22 players on the pitch, you get the team lineups, you think, right, who's going to score first? Straight away you look at Ronaldo.
Griezmann's free kick, safely held by Szczesny, who immediately bowls it out to Spinazzola. Griezmann at times is like a fifth midfield player.
I mentioned Simeone and his team playing for minutes. They got past 15 minutes with a clean sheet. They just couldn't get to half an hour.
Both these teams have been in two finals of the Champions League in the last 5 years. Both desperate to make it into the last 8. It is beautifully poised here now. Pjanic. Ronaldo couldn't quite take it with him. Calmly done by Chiellini. That wasn't reaching Mandzukic from Cancelo.
Well, the worry for Atletico Madrid is how high this man Cancelo and Spinazzola are playing for Juve.
They've both had excellent starts to the game as well, haven't they?
Yeah, used the ball well. And that's what Juve have to do, just keep shifting the ball.
Bernardeschi weaving way through. Always got the free kick this time against Rodrigo.
It's about the first time the referee's actually blew for anything, half an hour gone. I wonder who might fancy this. And I wouldn't put it past him neither.
Well, I think there's a few, but there's only one man who's going to get it.
Absolutely. It's actually strange because their top man over the years has always been Pjanic from free kicks. He went shifting Ronaldo off this one, guarantee it.
Incidentally, Ronaldo has now scored 23 goals in 33 games against Atletico Madrid.
And they've got the option of Bernardeschi with his left foot, but I wouldn't imagine Ronaldo will pass this one up. Having scored the first goal, his confidence must be high. Top right will be the target if it is Ronaldo or Bernardeschi. This top left-hand corner as we look.
Oh, it is Bernardeschi. And it wasn't too far away either.
I think it threw everyone, because everyone inside the stadium would have thought that would be Ronaldo taking that. It wasn't far over that crossbar.
The man who's only ever scored one Champions League goal. It is a night for heroes to step forward in black and white.
Sampled an atmosphere like this for a long time.
Huge European night. And so far, the script that Juve needed. Chan. Pjanic drives on.
A little bit unlucky. Pjanic actually took a great touch in midfield, got past his marker, and I think he thought about just dropping it to the far post, but he thought Cancelo was to the right-hand side. Got to say, the tactics from Max Allegri has been absolutely first class.
It's gone Atletico's way. Exciting, absorbing. The great news is there's another hour of it to come.
Big night for Emre Can tonight, who started the game well. And Bentancur on the bench tonight, promising young player.
The stadium quite literally jumping. Hope and belief restored in some, reignited in others.
I don't feel as though Juve can afford really to slow the game down. They've been very impressive when their tempo's been high. They have to keep it high. They've got to keep ploughing forward.
Morata looks bemused again. They don't get the free kick. Ronaldo into Spinazzola. Bernardeschi!
Wow, that would have been some goal. I can't even believe he's had the audacity to take that on again. Spinazzola with a lovely little flick ball to the far post. He got himself in a great area. Ronaldo with a pass. It's a very, very good effort. One of the harder skills in football to take that on.
Chan's header. Then Godin for Atletico. Morata on the chase. He was always second favourite on that occasion. Terrible kick from Szczesny. He got away with it though. Given away by Pjanic. Here's Griezmann. Matuidi did a terrific job there.
He's had a great season, Blaise Matuidi. Does so much work with Bianconeri, up and down on the left-hand side. If he plays in the three, he's always in the box, does his defensive duties.
Mandzukic right in front of Diego Simeone is penalised.
Here's a little push on the back from Mandzukic.
Former Atletico player, of course. And there's been a goal in the other game as well. Sergio Aguero scored a penalty, so Manchester City have a 1-0 lead on the night. A 4-2 aggregate lead. He scored in the 4th Champions League game in a row. Manchester City's top scorer. This one much more finely poised. Cancelo, fouled by Saul.
That's a good call from the referee. Better though from Atletico Madrid, pressing Juve high up the pitch.
It's going to be a tense night for everyone, and those two coaches included, despite all their experience. Atletico, of course, have been to 3 Champions League finals in the last 9 seasons alone. Mandzukic can't keep that in. Juventus are stretching every sinew here. Penalised.
Just a little bit too keen there, the Spaniard, to try and get hold of the ball. Just comes over the top of Pjanic.
Everybody back for Atletico. Pjanic with the Juve free kick. Oh, Black backpedaled. Jimenez got a shout. It's kept in by Ronaldo. Up against Arias. Taking on the Colombian. This cross headed clear by Koke.
Should have done a little bit better there, Ronaldo. Just shifted it to his right-hand side, looking for a ball in the 18-yard box. Under hit the cross.
Cancelo was looking for the run of Bernardeschi, hit it straight at Lamar instead.
Atletico Madrid just got no time to breathe. They need a spell in possession, which is difficult in this atmosphere. Emre Can trying to set the tone by closing down. That's good work though from the away side, keeping hold of the ball. Right hand side is on.
Arias up against Spinazzola. Rodrigo in support. Koke. Lifted forward by Rodrigo. Now Saul.
Reluctant to throw it inside the 18-yard box. Only Griezmann and Morata in there.
Left ahead of Mandzukic, but only back to Rodrigo. Lamar.
Good run from Juanfran on the left-hand side.
The ultimate test of nerve, character and discipline. On the biggest stage, here goes Lamar for Atletico. Stopped by Cancelo.
He's the one they need on the ball. Atletico Madrid. Saul, Rodrigo, Koke, very workmanlike, good plays in their own right. But Thomas Lamar's the one with all the tricks. Can carry the ball. Got to try and find him.
Juanfran. Rodrigo finds Arias. Sliced in the air by Emre Can. And then headed in the air by Chiellini.
It looked like a tired clearance from Emre Can. I mean, they've put so much work into the opening 40 minutes of this game Juve.
Arias. Good possession from Atletico. Juanfran, still it doesn't go into the penalty area. Rodrigo.
They won't throw it in there because Bonucci and Chiellini are marking Alvaro Morata. Can't find Griezmann's feet yet.
Run back by Cancelo. City are 2 up on the night. Aguero's got his second. 5-2 aggregate lead. That one looks done and dusted at the Etihad. This far from it in the Juventus Stadium in Turin.
Switcher plays on yet again. Bernardeschi and Cancelo on the right-hand side, and Ronaldo.
Not a good challenge from Arias. That's that wonderful challenge again, setting the tone as far as Juve are concerned. The Ronaldo goal is 122nd in the Champions League, getting Juve back in the tie. Chan. Lovely turn from Bernardeschi. He's found Mandzukic. He couldn't quite get it out to Spinazzola.
It's one of the better games I've seen Bernardeschi have. I think he's been absolutely terrific in the first 45 minutes. He's had some lovely neat touches of the ball. Very, very sharp.
Spinazzola in towards Ronaldo.
Half a chance that for Ronaldo. Not easy. Very good ball from Spinazzola on that left-hand side. Just drives it towards the far post. He gets the jump on Juanfran and Godin very early. He'll feel as though that's a chance. Bernardeschi's skill on the edge of the box.
Reminder of the Europa League action on Thursday. Chelsea comfortably 3-0 up. They're in Kiev, they're first up. 5:30 on 3HD. Far from straightforward for Arsenal, though. Remember, Alexander Lacazette can play now. 3-1 down against Rennes at the Emirates. 7:30 on 2HD and 4K UHD. Arias in the way ahead of Ronaldo. Cleared by the Colombian. This first half has absolutely flown by. Sané has added to City's goals at the Etihad. They're going to be in the quarter-final draw. But which one of these two European giants will join them? Cancelo. Bernardeschi's effort. Deflected Juve corner.
Pulling strings, Bernardeschi. He's floating all over the pitch. Big moments in this game. Atletico Madrid have got to try and manage this. Got to go in at half-time with a 1-0 deficit. Can't afford to concede another.
All the warriors in there. Pjanic with the corner. Chiellini's header! Blood coming down the side of his face. Brave as a lion, got there first.
Tell you what, Steve, when he headed that, I thought that was arriving in the top corner. So much jostling of oppositions inside the 18-yard box, and a very strong header.
Listen to this noise. Juanfran is trying to mark him again. Final minute of this incredibly tense first half. Pjanic goes in. Too strong for Ronaldo. Rodrigo lost his footing there as well. Incredible energy levels.
Oh, it's been a terrific watch. Absolutely flown by.
A real adrenaline pumper. Jimenez with the long ball. Chesney's been a virtual spectator in this first half. Rolls it out to Cancelo.
It's incredible when you look at the shape of Juve. It feels like there's only 5 minutes left. They're committing so many bodies forward.
Chiellini in towards Mandzukic, off the shoulder of Godin. Cancelo. Both full-backs have had a very good first half for Juve. Here's the other one. Spinazzola. Couldn't find Matuidi. Morata. Back in very familiar surroundings. Played and scored in a Champions League final, remember, for Juve. Allianz. Koke. This time it does go into the penalty area. Morata's header! First sight of goal in the first half for Atletico.
Brilliant movement from the Spaniard. He just pulled away from Chiellini. Just drifted to the far post, lost Bonucci as well. Should keep that down. That's Chiellini's effort, probably appealing for a penalty. Couldn't quite see that in real time. Easy save from Oblak. What a 45.
Well, it's a chance for everyone to take a breath. Absolutely enthralling. And Juventus still very much in the tie, courtesy of Cristiano Ronaldo. No surprise there. His goal after 27 minutes separates them on the night. Morata with that only and late chance in the first half for Atletico. It's a sore knock for Mandzukic, as you can see at the end of this breathless first half. Juve with the lead on the night, but still crucially on aggregate. It is Juventus 1, Atletico Madrid 2.
वीडियोस बनाने हैं, फिल्मोरा है ना।